And also, these are actually tessellations that my class used, but this is a follow-up activity for this. They have basically, there's pre-made tessellations that you can have them color in, because once they get down the repeating patterns and the colors, they can do pre-made sheets to make sure that they understand the color patterns. So this is really complex. Like even I had trouble with this, but starting out with something like this or even this is a good development thing. And then even if you continue to grow on the tessellation activity, you can do something more complex this time.
So this we said would be one of our extensions for the activity. Is the shapes are given to you because they're very complex, but how would you color them in to make them a tessellation with not just repeating shapes but colors? And another extension for this activity that you're doing now is we could have given you paper and you could trace shapes onto the paper and then make them different colors because all the shapes are the same color already given to you, and we could have you play with that a little bit and see what works and see what doesn't.
Or even tracing so that because obviously a classroom is much bigger than this, to trace like the patterns that you made, trace the shapes, and then come up here and show it or draw it or whatever. So basically students, in an activity like this, students would be assessed kind of informally like we did, going around, making sure that they're understanding, if they have any questions. So keep, not running records, but basically, observing what they're doing and how they're doing it.
And obviously if we were to give you these sheets or do the other extension with you, we would have physical evidence of what the groups were able to do.
And this would be a more formal assessment because this is paper, you could grade it, you can see physically, like she said, if they understood the repeating colors.
Summary. Algebra is the building blocks for math. Many people don't realize that, but because we found out that algebra is rooted in patterns, patterns are used in every aspect of math, and it is crucial to be able to recognize and understand them. Algebraic reasoning is best achieved when children move beyond just observing the patterns in numerical relationships, but work to recognize the patterns in the generalized relationships.
So like we also said, patterns are the building blocks of not only math, but pretty much every concept because patterns can apply beyond math. So really making sure they understand that and fostering a really deep understanding for patterns, whether it be growing, repeating, AB, or number patterns. It's really important that they get that so that they can extend it into other curriculum.
And these are our resources.